I
It's like
kind of
David
believe that.
Hasselhoff. Remember, remember,
Hmm.
like Don't Hassle the Hoff? He was like freaking. Remember, he would go
Hmm.
to Germany and live for a year because he was like king there.
Hmm.
I hope we
I
become number one in like Spain. I hope like the Spanish audience is just like, we fucking love these two and like tour here and they like follow our bus and they're shaking the bus and we think that the bus could tip over. Like our fans are going so crazy. They greet us at the airport. They're like overtaking the plane and we're
I'm
just
all
like,
for this. Yeah,
hola, hola, ¿cómo estás?
I'm all for that.
Me llamo Sarah and David.
I'm all for it. I think Heidi's big. Oh, good for Spencer. Good. Cavallari's really done well for herself. You know, she's got the
Yeah.
business, the podcast as well. She's winning there. She's hot as fuck. She's hot.
I got nothing against the cab.
Oh,
She's
she's
great.
hot.
Great for a soundbite. She's great for the whole thing.
Mhm.
Get it, girl. Get it, girl.
I'm kind of obsessed with Kristen Cavallari, but I mean, not for nothing. Spencer is a great guy. I'm really, yeah, he's great.
I think you're going to see Spencer back. I think he told me when a couple months ago when he was on the show, James Franco sought him out for a project that is almost going to be sounds like a Hollywood spoof. And then
Okay.
he's pitched a reality show that he says is in the making. So, I think to me, I think Spencer is Jax Taylor like except for in a good marriage, but I think he's the Hollywood comeback kid. I think we're going to see more of Heidi and Spence.
Hmm.
I love me some Spencer. I like Heidi. I'm here for it.
He's cool.
What do you make of Jennifer pedantry? Giving
What'd
some
she say? What
well,
happened?
the pedant is saying that she wants to be good with Emily Simpson. They've had some chit chat since the show ended. She says that she and Ryan Boyajian are good, but her relationship with her ex is very chaotic. Sounds like she and Ryan are doing really well, sticking together. Doesn't sound like she has much good to say about the rats.
Well,
That's
I think that's what's going to happen here. I could see her reconciling with Simpson and everybody. I guess even Jabro, but the rat that scurries, and she waddles because she's Tiramisu Waddle. Somehow people are on to her. They know about the soul being black and just not existing. So I don't think I think she'll make up with Simpson and the rat is gonna be she's got a hard season coming ahead of her. But you know what? I mean, people don't seem to hate Erica Jane as much anymore, and even Sandoval they like have softened on. So
have
if the
they though?
rat, well, they haven't softened, but they've softened maybe 1%.
I don't know.
No.
He just announced, I think, a four-stop tour. Sandoval did
Oh,
at
are we
City
going?
Wine.
Which one? LA? New York?
Um, I think New York is one of the
Let's
stops.
see.
I don't know.
Really?
I kind of actually now Sandoval, I think, is probably smart with his money, saving his coins. He's done special forces, he's on Traitors, but I mean,
Oh,
I
you're
kind of
wow.
wonder.
You are right. Chicago, St. Louis, Nashville, New York, right? This is like right now. VPR trivia hosted by the way, I did not go to Brittany was in town with Zach from the Valley.
Oh yeah, I would have gone to
Heather,
that.
you know who was in town last night? Heather Gay was in town, or the other week. Sorry, not last night. Heather Gay was in town. She was doing Q&A with Bryn Whitfield. That's asked her the questions. You would have gone, huh?
I would have gone to see Brett. Yeah, for sure. I mean, look, Sandoval, I'm not ragging on Sandoval. Sandoval was actually good. It was entertaining. But, they were filming that night, and James Kennedy was there. Schwartzy was there. Joe was there. Billy Lee. Is that her name? Billy
Where
Lord.
is this? The
He
night
went.
you went. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Um, it was entertaining, but I can't see that as a sustainable. I don't know. I mean, but look, what do I know? I mean,
Hmm.
I don't believe I never would have thought Sister Wives would be on season 19, enormous ratings. They're getting to season 20, 21.
Hmm.
They're all rich. Like I never would have predicted that 5 years ago. I would have thought The show is going to be segued off. In fact, I think it's TLC's. I think TLC is getting close to airing that show almost year round. It's that big. Who would have thought?
Well, by the way, Kenyon Moore says, I'm not going to be 12 years a slave to anybody. I'll be 12 years a star, never 12 years a slave. I think that's in relationship to the Marlowe thing. Um, well, we talk about the same thing over and over, and our audience doesn't seem to get tired of us. Andy told Jeff he knows we want Legacy back, but logistically speaking, it makes no sense. Half the cast lives in Florida. They're talking about Roni Legacy. So I guess Jeff Lewis is saying that he called Andy and said, fuck the new Roni, especially since they all hate me. I want Legacy back. And he said they all well, Sonia lives in Florida. And Kristen Tateman lives in California. Dorinda lives in New
Oh,
York.
no.
Luann lives in New York, but she prefers Sag Harbor. And Ben Simone lives in New York, and she's out east in the summer. I don't know about this, Andy. I don't know. I think
Isn't Luann freaking killing it? I don't know who's doing Luann's TikTok, but I mean, and her shows. Bethany got run over by a reindeer.
Oh,
Good.
really? I didn't even
Oh
see
my
that.
God. David, your
Uh,
bestie is freaking killing it. Then she was here in LA and there's an STD sign, something about you can get STIs at any ages. And she goes, I don't know what she said, something about STI.
you are really following
Oh,
Miss
I'm freaking loving
Delasseps.
her. And I think she goes something like STDs are forever. And then she says, turns around and says something about, so is the fun at my show. Money can't buy your
Right.
class. And then like, it's so good. Luann, I'm telling you, to me, Luann is back. She's actually my number one housewife of all time. I,
Oh my gosh, I
she's,
did not expect this.
dude, she's making coins every freaking 2 weeks. She's got a paycheck bigger than most of us can even dream up. She stays out of the riffraff. She is never comments. You never hear her. She ain't Bethany on that damn TikTok with no makeup and a sushi roll trying to get attention. She is like legit talent. Somebody is like running her TikTok that's fire. She's moving
And by
out
the
with
way,
Grant.
listen, Luann has been on this podcast like 15 times. Every interview Luann has done recently, you see her, they're asking, so what is it about kissing Hugh Grant? What is it about Bethany? She answers, and then she's like, well, as you know, darling, as I say in my cabaret when I sing Fever, Hugh Grant, give me a fever. Then they ask her another question. She gives an answer. Then the third question. Well, as I say in my cabaret to Bethany, money can't buy you class, darling.